Hello, my friend. Prepare to embark on a transformational journey with the Personal Development School of Wise Quotes from the greatest success teachers of all time. A place where dreams come alive, goals are crushed, and massive potential is unleashed. Are you tired of simply existing, longing to thrive in every aspect of your life? Well, buckle up and get ready to be propelled towards greatness, as the Personal Development School ignites your inner fire and sets you on the path to phenomenal success. Let's dive right in. Personal development is your springboard to personal excellence. Ongoing, continuous, non-stop personal development literally assures you that there is no limit to what you can accomplish. Brian Tracy. Your level of success in every area of your life will always parallel your level of personal development. If you want level 10 success in any area of your life, you must first develop yourself to be a level 10 person in that area. Hal Elrod. Communication is the solvent of all problems and is the foundation for personal development. Peter Shepard. Education is the great engine of personal development. It is through education that the daughter of a peasant can become a doctor, that the son of a mine worker can become the head of the mine, that a child of farm workers can become the president of a great nation. It is what we make out of what we have, not what we are given, that separates one person from another. Nelson Mandela. Most just coast. Strive to thrive. Grant was here. God help those who do not help themselves. Wilson Misner.
You are watching Wise Words of Wisdom, Inspirational Quotes, IQ, the Inspirational Quotes channel everyone goes to for their daily motivation and to learn from the most successful men and women in history. If you like today's video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing so you never miss a new episode. Today's sponsor is Bob Proctor and the Proctor Gallagher Institute. Discover the secret to having good luck from America's greatest prosperity teacher, Bob Proctor. 6 Minutes to Success is based on Bob's more than 50 years of research into what makes or keeps people from being successful. Get instant access to the free video right now. The link is in the description. Now let's get back to more great quotes.
There is nothing wrong with making mistakes and not having all the answers, so long as we are willing to admit this and strive for personal betterment. Those who think they know it all have no way of finding out that they don't. Leo Buscaglia. The only limits in our life are those we impose on ourselves. Bob Proctor. No amount of reading or memorizing will make you successful in life. It is the understanding and application of wise thought which counts. Bob Proctor. Wealth, like happiness, is never attained when sought after directly. It comes as a byproduct of providing a useful service. Henry Ford. Without continuous personal development, you are now all that you will ever become. And health starts when the person you are meets the person you could have been. Eli Cohen. Action is the real measure of intelligence. Napoleon Hill. When you are tough on yourself, life is going to be infinitely easier on you. Zig Ziglar. At some time in your life, you probably had someone believe in you when you didn't believe in yourself. Dr. Stephen Covey. There is no class so pitiably wretched as that which possesses money and nothing else. Andrew Carnegie. What we need is not so much personal development as personal replacement. What we need is not so much personal development, but personal substitution. Dwight Edwards. Nature cannot be tricked or cheated. She will give up to you the object of your struggles only after you have paid her price. Napoleon Hill. Faith and fear both demand you believe in something you cannot see. You choose. Bob Proctor. If you don't know yourself, if you don't control yourself, if you don't have mastery over yourself, it's very hard to like yourself, except in some short-term, psych-up, superficial way. Dr. Stephen Covey. None will improve your lot if you yourself do not. Bertolt Brecht. Once we are self-aware, we must choose purposes and principles to live by. Otherwise, the vacuum will be filled, and we will lose our self-awareness and become like groveling animals who live primarily for survival and propagation. People who exist on that level aren't living. They are being lived. Dr. Stephen Covey. Wealth is the product of man's capacity to think. Ayn Rand. The only person I know is the person I want to be. Dr. Stephen Covey. Motivation gets you going and habit gets you there. Make motivation a habit, and you will get there more quickly and have more fun on the trip. Zig Ziglar. Money is only used for two things. One, it's to make you comfortable, and the more comfortable you are, the more creative you will become. And the other purpose is, it enables you to extend the service you provide far beyond your own presence. Bob Proctor. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. Albert Einstein. The creative power within us makes us into the image of that to which we give our attention. Wallace D. Wattles. Take time to be quiet. Zig Ziglar. Humility is the mother of all virtues. Humility says we are not in control. Principles are in control, therefore. We submit ourselves to principles. Pride says that we are in control, and since our values govern our behavior, we can simply do life our way. Dr. Stephen Covey. Our personal power is found in the force of our thoughts. It is our real strength. Robin Seeger. Don't expect a great day. Create one. Bob Proctor. We hear a lot about identity theft when someone takes your wallet and pretends to be you and uses your credit cards. But the more serious identity theft is to get swallowed up in other people's definition of you. Dr. Stephen Covey. Fear of death increases in exact proportion to increase in wealth. Ernest Hemingway. Do not look for approval except for the consciousness of doing your best. Andrew Carnegie. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, worthy, and wise. He planned his routine around waking up at 5 a.m. and asking himself, "What good shall I do this day?" Benjamin Franklin. The first man gets the oyster, the second man gets the shell. Andrew Carnegie. Whether we are aware of it or not, whether we are in control of it or not, there is a first creation to every part of our lives. We are either the second creation of our own proactive design, or we are the second creation of other people's agendas, of circumstances, or of past habits. Dr. Stephen Covey. You must accept something before you can change it. Eben Pagan. Self-mastery calls for thorough familiarity with one's mental and emotional strengths, and it calls for sustaining a commitment to personal growth, the understanding of what makes you tick as an individual, as well as personal development. Charles Garfield. The intention manifests when the condition is appropriate. David Hawkins. Self-actualization is the oxygen for the soul. Brian Johnson. Public behavior is merely private character writ large. Dr. Stephen Covey. The man who acquires the ability to take full possession of his own mind may take possession of anything else to which he is justly entitled. Andrew Carnegie. Thoughts become things. If you see it in your mind, you will hold it in your hand. Bob Proctor. If we want to make relatively minor changes in our lives, we can perhaps appropriately focus on our attitudes and behaviors. But if we want to make significant quantum change, we need to work on our basic paradigms. Dr. Stephen Covey. It is far more lucrative and fun to leverage your strengths instead of attempting to fix all the chinks in your armor. The choice is between multiplication of results using strengths or incremental improvement fixing weaknesses that will, at best, become mediocre. Focus on better use of your best weapons instead of constant repair. Tim Ferriss. We are limited, but we can push back the borders of our limitations. Dr. Stephen Covey. Authentic empowerment is the knowing that you are on purpose, doing God's work, peacefully and harmoniously. Dr. Wayne Dyer. One method of staying ahead of rising asset prices and the declining dollar is to think bigger and come up with better plans. As important as financial and business planning is a plan for personal development and self-improvement. Robert Kiyosaki. Life really is like a grindstone, in that it will either grind you down or polish you up. Zig Ziglar. Your outside world is a reflection of your inside world. What goes on in the inside shows on the outside. Bob Proctor. As human beings, we are responsible for our own lives. Our behavior is a function of our decisions, not our conditions. We can subordinate feelings to values. Dr. Stephen Covey.